Hi, my name is Kate Hughes. For my in-service that I went to and attended, they talked about different strategies that teachers can use to help ELL students. A lot of these strategies are strategies that we've talked about and learned about in our class, like using background knowledge and how important it is to make connections with our students' culture from what they know before when they are in their native language and everything to what they know now. They also talked about the use of pictures and how important those are, because when you're learning something in English that you don't have any prior knowledge of, or you're trying to make connections to, like vocabulary, it really helps to have a picture for them to recall later and think back on when they're trying to read a story and they're trying to remember what a word is. Like, for example, if they're trying to figure out what the word tattered means, they can have a picture of like a shirt that's torn up, and they can know that, okay, tattered means that something is torn up or there's a lot of holes in it. They also talked about the use of graphic organizers and how important those are, because they let the ELL student, and all students, honestly, organize their thoughts before they have to put something on paper. We know how important that is. So in second grade, what I do a lot of are like a lot of story maps. We do a lot of different things with reading and writing that allows them to kind of show what they're thinking on different things, use of exit tickets, and also another thing that they talked about in service that I related back to was the use of manipulatives and how important those are, both in reading and math or whatever you are learning about. A lot of times with reading and writing, we use magnetic letters to help students kind of build words before they have to start writing them. Sometimes people use cubes that have words written on them. There's other parts that I've seen where they showed in the in-service how you could use little rags that are different colors to represent each sound. So you could have like a red, green, or yellow square fabric and just have that be. So if the word was cat, the red would stand for the k, the yellow would be the a, and then the green would be the t in that word. So then they can see that each sound is represented. That also helps them figure out later on how you can connect it to spelling patterns. So like if you're learning vowel teams, they talked about how one color could represent this vowel team of AI and the A sound that comes from that word. They also talked about the use of using things in math like counters, use of like place value discs when you're learning place value, or if you're in geometry, using 3D shapes and other models to really help the students be able to understand and connect. It's hard for our students when we go straight from learning something and go straight to abstract, especially in math. So they really talked about the use of making sure that we're building on where they are and not trying to jump ahead. So making sure that we're meeting them where they're at. But my in-service mostly just included a whole bunch of different strategies that we've been learning about in general to help our students. The use of prior knowledge, connecting things back to their L1 if they are having a hard time connecting and they have some of that knowledge there. They also talked about how important it is to use cooperative learning. So it was a great in-service and I learned a lot. Thank you.